Hello, Mike Colson from Medicare Insurance Counselors. This video is going to give you a little bit of an overview on what we refer to as Medicare supplement insurance. Sometimes it's referred to as Medigap insurance. Sometimes it's just called gap insurance, so it has a few names. A little history. Before 1992, the Medicare supplement plans were not organized or standardized in any way. Companies put plans together, they put various benefits in them, put a price tag on them, and then sold them through agents like myself. The system was very hodgepodge, and it was rather difficult for the consumer to compare plans. So the government standardized the Medicare supplement plans in the year 1992. I was about 3 or 4 years in my business in 1992, and that's when standardization took place. So the government created 10 plans. They lettered these plans A through J. So there was a plan, Medicare supplement plan A, plan B, C, D, all the way up to J. Now that worked quite well for a number of years. It made shopping for a plan substantially easier. All the plans were the same. In other words, any company's plan F was identical with any other company's plan F. Any company's plan H was identical to any other company's plan H. So it made it very, very simple for someone to compare plans and to shop. What happened was, over a period of years, Medicare altered the way that they paid on certain benefits. There were benefits in 4 of those standardized plans that became obsolete because Medicare began to pay on them differently than they had previously. So the government felt the need to modernize these standardized plans. So what they did was they eliminated 4 plans. They eliminated plans E, H, I, and J. Anybody that had one of those plans was grandfathered in, and they were welcome to keep the plan indefinitely into the future. And at the same time that they deleted those 4 plans, they added plans K, L, M, and N. So they deleted 4, they added 4. Now that started, these modernized plans started in June of 2010. So that's the point in time when these new plans began. Now, similar to the old standardized plans, the new modernized plans are also, each one of the individual plans is exactly the same. If a company offers a plan N, it would be identical to any other company's plan N. So that part of it stayed the same. It's still a system where shopping for a plan is actually reasonably easy. Now, I'm going to group the plans together just to give you a little bit of still some further insight. I'm going to suggest to you that Medicare supplemental plans A and B are the 2 smallest plans. They have the least amount of benefits. I'm also going to tell you that very, very, very few people choose either of those 2 plans. I could count the number of clients that I have sold a plan A or plan B to over the years. That would go back to 1992 on one hand. It's less than 5. I think it's 3 or 4. The point is that they're very skimpy in the benefits, and for whatever reason, I can't explain to you why, but the bottom line is, if you look at the price of these plans, you'll see that with almost all the companies, they're out of whack. The price is way higher than what it should be based on the limited number of benefits in either of those 2 plans. The next group I'm going to put together are Medicare supplement plans C, D, F, G, and N. Now that's 5 plans, and let me explain to you why I'm lumping these plans together. This is my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. It's my opinion that there's actually very, very little difference between any of these 5 plans. You have very minor out-of-pocket expenses if you choose any of those plans. Now that's with the exception of Plan F. I'll get to Plan F, which is one of those 5 I just mentioned. I'll get to that one in just a moment. But the other 4, there's very minor out-of-pocket expenses in exchange for a lower premium. all other things being equal, assuming we're talking about, say, a 75-year-old female non-tobacco user living in the state of Kentucky, just for example. There's very little difference between those plans. Now, Plan F, even though I put it in this group, it's the 100% plan. It pays all of the exact amounts that Medicare doesn't pay on all Part A hospital and Part B medical expenses. So we refer to it as, the companies and us agents refer to Medicare Supplement Plan F as the 100% plan. But those other 4 plans, they only put very minor things for you to pay. For example, 147 Part B deductible. I consider that to be very, very small out-of-pocket expense. Some of those plans, the 4 plans don't cover Part B excess expenses. That's almost a moot point. It hardly ever comes up, a Part B excess expense. That, by the way, is explained on the video that discusses Medicare Part B. If you want further information on that, that goes into greater detail. But the bottom line is, these excess expenses hardly ever come up. Not covering it is just no big deal anymore. When I first started in my business 26 years ago, it was actually a very big deal. And not to cover excess expenses was actually, in my opinion, a big mistake. But today anymore, it's just a moot point. Then the third group of Medicare supplement plans are 3 of the new ones that they added in June of 2010, and that's plans K, L, and M. Now, these plans offer much more substantial out-of-pocket cost sharing on your part in exchange for a lower premium. For whatever reason, I cannot explain to you why. Bottom line is, very, very few people have bought any of these plans. These plans have been miserable failures. Again, in my case, I haven't sold one of them. You'll also find that there's very few companies that even offer any of those 3. N has become very popular since it came on board in June of 2010, but plans K, L, and M at this point in time have just been miserable failures. Very, very few people buy them. Very few companies even offer them. Now, one other thing that I'll cover in this video, I just want to share with you one reason, among many, that I really like Medicare supplement insurance. And that is that the claims that one incurs, that you may incur if you have a Medicare supplement, are totally hassle-free. Let me explain to you what I mean when I say that Medicare supplement claims are hassle-free. Anytime you incur a claim, whether it's a hospitalization, whether it's a medical expense like a doctor, like a lab bill, it doesn't matter what, just any Medicare Part A or Part B hospital or medical expense. Medicare issues a statement. They tell you what the bill was, what the billed amount was, they tell you what the approved amount was, they tell you what Medicare paid, they very expressly show on the Medicare statement what's left over for you to pay. It's in black and white, it's very simple to look at the Medicare statement, and what happens is, that's the only thing the company needs to pay on a Medicare supplement insurance is the claim statement and your policy number. That's it, there's nothing else the company needs. Once they see which Medicare supplement plan you have, that we just discussed a few minutes ago, based on the benefits in those plans and based on the information on the Medicare claim statement, it's black or white that the company is on the hook to pay the claim or not. In my 26 years, with literally thousands of Medicare supplement insurance clients, I have not had this fail me one time where a company denied a claim that they should have paid. It's right there on the Medicare statement, and based on which plan you have, it either is or is not a covered expense. The company has no way they can wiggle off the hook, and that's why I refer to Medicare supplement insurance as being hassle-free from the standpoint of claims. I hope this video has been helpful to you. All of this that we discussed here in this video is discussed in much greater detail in my ebook, Imagine Understanding Your Medicare Insurance Options. If you already have it, you'll find it in Chapter 4. If you don't have it, the book, the ebook is available in the Amazon Kindle bookstore. Again, to repeat the title, it's called Imagine Understanding Your Medicare Insurance Options. If you have the book, you can refer to that chapter. If you don't have it, maybe you'd like to get a copy of the book. Thank you for joining us in this video.